Coldplay's moving tribute to the legendary Ozzy Osbourne, a night Nashville will never forget. On a warm summer night in Nashville, the air inside Nissan Stadium pulsed not only with music but with an overwhelming sense of collective mourning and celebration. Coldplay, the globally renowned British band led by frontman Chris Martin, had taken to the stage on Tuesday, July 22, prepared to give yet another unforgettable performance. But as the lights dimmed and the first notes rang out, it became clear this concert would be unlike any other. Hours before, news had broken that Ozzy Osbourne, often hailed as the godfather of heavy metal and one of the most iconic voices in rock history, had passed away at the age of 76. The announcement sent shockwaves through the music world and among fans worldwide. As the stadium filled with anticipation, Chris Martin stepped forward and with a visible weight in his voice addressed the sea of fans. "We'd like to dedicate this whole show to the incredible genius, talent and character called gift to the world who was Ozzy Osbourne." His words hung in the humid Tennessee air, met with applause, tears and a deep, shared silence that spoke volumes about the magnitude of the loss. It wasn't just the end of a life, it was the end of an era. A song that spoke volumes. Coldplay covers Changes. Coldplay chose to honor Osbourne in a deeply touching way, by performing a soulful, heartfelt rendition of Changes, Black Sabbath's timeless ballad that has transcended generations. The song, originally written by Tony Iommi, Bill Ward, Geezer Butler and Osbourne himself, was released in 1972 and stands out in the band's heavy catalog as a tender reflection on time, loss and transformation. As the band played, thousands of phone lights twinkled in the darkness, turning the stadium into a galaxy of flickering stars. Chris Martin's voice trembled slightly but carried unwavering sincerity as he sang lyrics that seemed painfully fitting. "It took so long to realize and I can still hear his last goodbye." Fans sang along softly, some wiping tears as the tribute resonated beyond just the memory of Osbourne. It became a collective moment of grief, respect, and gratitude. When the final chord faded, Martin paused and looking skyward added softly, "Ozzy, we love you wherever you're going." Those words, captured on countless fan videos that quickly spread across social media, echoed far beyond the stadium's walls, reaching millions of fans who mourned together in digital spaces. Ozzy Osbourne, a legacy that changed music forever. Ozzy Osbourne was born John Michael Osbourne on December 3, 1948, in Birmingham, England, a city known for its industrial past and in the late 1960s, for birthing heavy metal itself. Growing up in a working-class family, Osbourne discovered music as both an escape and a form of expression. By the time Black Sabbath released their self-titled debut album in 1970, the band had forged a new sound, dark, heavy, and unapologetically raw. Songs like Paranoid, Iron Man, and War Pigs didn't just entertain, they captured the anxieties and angst of a generation facing social upheaval, war, and rapid change. Osbourne's haunting, instantly recognizable vocals became the heart of that sound. His delivery, sometimes melodic, sometimes menacing, defined what heavy metal could be. More than loud guitars and pounding drums, it could be deeply emotional, storytelling, and even vulnerable. Over the decades, Osbourne's career blossomed in ways few could have predicted. After parting ways with Black Sabbath in 1979, he embarked on a solo journey marked by both commercial success and artistic innovation. Albums like Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman not only solidified his status as a solo artist but produced enduring hits such as Crazy Train and Mr. Crowley. His music blended the theatrical with the heartfelt, the dark with the deeply human. Yet Osbourne's life offstage was equally legendary and tumultuous. He faced struggles with addiction, legal troubles, and public controversies that sometimes overshadowed his music. But through it all, Osbourne remained remarkably honest about his flaws, speaking openly about his battles with substance abuse and later, his diagnosis of Parkinson's disease. That vulnerability endeared him to fans even more. In Osbourne they saw not just a rock god, but a man who had fought demons, stumbled, and kept getting back up. Tributes from across the musical world. Coldplay's tribute wasn't the only one. Earlier in July, the British artist Youngblood performed Changes at Black Sabbath's Back to the Beginning benefit concert in Birmingham, a poignant moment that even then felt heavy with unspoken farewell. The concert raised funds for Cure Parkinson's, Birmingham Children's Hospital and Acorns Children's Hospice, reflecting Osbourne's commitment to causes close to his life story. After Osbourne's death was announced, Youngblood posted a heartfelt message on Instagram, "I didn't think you would leave so soon. I will never forget you. You will be in every single note I sing and with me every single time I walk on stage." His words captured the depth of influence Osbourne had on newer generations of musicians who saw in him both an icon and an inspiration. Other artists, from rock legends to modern pop stars, joined the chorus of remembrance. Sharon Osbourne, Ozzy's wife and lifelong supporter, shared a photo of them together with a simple caption, "Forever my heart." Their decades-long marriage, though often turbulent, became an emblem of love, resilience, and mutual support. His children, Kelly and Jack, also shared emotional tributes, reflecting on a father who was at once larger than life and deeply personal. A global moment of mourning and celebration. News of Osbourne's death wasn't confined to rock magazines and fan clubs. It dominated headlines worldwide. In Birmingham, murals and street art dedicated to Osbourne quickly became places of pilgrimage. Fans left flowers, candles, handwritten notes, and even vinyl records beside his statue near Birmingham's Bullring. Online, millions shared stories about discovering Osbourne's music. Fathers recalling how they played Black Sabbath records for their kids, teenagers finding solace in his lyrics, and musicians crediting Osbourne as the spark that ignited their passion. The sheer diversity of voices mourning his loss, from metalheads to pop fans, spoke to his rare universality. Remembering the man beyond the music. While Osbourne's music made him famous, those who knew him often speak first about his humor, kindness, and eccentric warmth. Bandmates described moments of laughter on tour buses, of a man who loved pranks and refused to take himself too seriously. Even fans who met him briefly remember a surprisingly shy and gentle person behind the infamous Prince of Darkness persona. In interviews, Osbourne often reflected on his mortality with a mix of humor and candid vulnerability. "I'm not afraid of dying," he once said. "I'm afraid of not having lived." It was a philosophy reflected in every stage dive, every controversial reality TV moment, and every note he ever sang. Despite health struggles in recent years, including multiple surgeries and the effects of Parkinson's, Osbourne never fully stepped away from his fans. Even when he canceled tours for medical reasons, he spoke directly to his audience, always with gratitude and regret that he couldn't give them more. Coldplay's tribute, more than just a song. Back in Nashville, as the final notes of Changes echoed into the night, something profound had taken place. Coldplay had done more than cover a song, they had built a bridge across generations and genres. Their tribute reminded everyone that music's greatest power lies in its ability to unite, to heal, and to carry forward the legacies of those who shaped it. Fans leaving the stadium that night described the moment as surreal, cathartic, and deeply moving. On social media, clips of the performance were shared millions of times, often paired with personal reflections, memories, and messages to Osbourne himself. The final farewell. On July 22, Osbourne's family released a statement that was both heartbreaking and graceful. "It is with more sadness than mere words can convey that we have to report that our beloved Ozzy Osbourne has passed away this morning. He was with his family and surrounded by love." Those words, simple and human, captured the truth of a life that, for all its grandeur, found its final comfort in love and family. A legacy that lives on. Ozzy Osbourne may be gone, but his voice, his music, and his spirit remain very much alive. From the crushing riffs of Black Sabbath, to the haunting beauty of Changes, from the wild theatrics of Bark at the Moon, to the anthemic power of Crazy Train, Osbourne's work continues to inspire, challenge, and comfort millions. In every smoky rehearsal room, in every arena where fans throw devil horns skyward, and in every quiet bedroom where someone discovers his music for the first time, Ozzy Osbourne's legacy beats on. As Chris Martin's words reminded us in Nashville, "Ozzy, we love you wherever you're going. And wherever that is, the world will forever be grateful that he was here."